good thing. Yeah, you figured that out. Okay, we're going to move forward to city manager comments and updates on city operations to item G on the agenda. Mr. Olson.
Thank you, Mayor. I'm going to start with a couple of announcements. The first one deals with our library system. Libraries across the country have been evolving from, well, I don't know that you'll ever replace the printed book, but the digital technology that exists today has become really important in our library systems. It's been something that we've been paying attention to for several years. Herb Canales really engaged that when he was our librarian, and it has continued. The city has recently received a couple of grants that will help us continue the effort on digital technology. One of them is an $8,000 impact grant that will help us set up a mobile digital literacy lab that we can use not only in the libraries but in a mobile way to go out and help people become familiar with how to use technology. We've also received a $37,000 special projects grant that will allow us to help certain populations of the city with iPad technology, and that's intended really to reach out to adults with intellectual or developmental or visual hearing disabilities. We will outreach to senior citizens. I don't know how, I watch my parents, and they're pretty much intimidated by digital telephone. So the older population, I think a lot of them desire to use technology, and this will allow them to learn how to engage it if they desire to do it. It will also reach out to people in assisted living facilities, and then a special population that deals with the Metro Ministries Rainbow House and the Women's Shelter. So there's some outreach there to certain people in our city that I think would be a really helpful thing. And anybody who wants more information on that can go to our website, the library website, cclibraries.com, and get more information on those two programs that I think would be extremely beneficial. The other thing I wanted to mention is I wanted to announce a public meetings for another street project that we're preparing to do. This one is for the Southern Minerals Road project. The meeting will be on August the 20th, which is Wednesday, I guess tomorrow, here at City Hall. There'll be an open house at 4 o'clock, and a discussion on the project will begin at 4:30. And I just want to note that we're making a particular effort to engage our residents on these projects and other things. We are trying to reach out and communicate and make sure that people understand what it is we're trying to do and receive their input and comments before we do it. So that effort will take place. I wanted to mention that we just passed another management goal line. I just completed another 100-day plan. The 12th 100-day plan ended, I think, last Friday or Saturday, and we have begun working on the 13th 100-day plan. I believe I sent the council a copy of the outcomes from the last one and the goals we've set for the next one. Those are areas that we'll put particular attention on during the next 100 days and try to achieve, continue moving our goals forward in the city. And then the last thing I want to do, I want to step down here to the microphone, ask Barney to join me if he would, please. Barney Knight joined us I don't know how long ago it was, Barney.
Almost 6 months.
Almost 6 months ago. Barney came to us under conditions that were strained to be an interim city attorney. And during,
Is a microphone on?
if it isn't,
Maybe we
I
just
don't
need
know
to
what
pick it up
do.
a little bit. There
Can-
you go.
can you
That's
hear
good.
me now?
You bet.
All
Thank
right.
you.
Barney came to us 6 months ago under strained conditions. And during that 6 month, he has restructured, rearranged, and reorganized and remotivated one of our key departments. He has set the stage for a new city attorney who will come to us within a few days. So this will be Barney's last city council meeting here. And I have a plaque I'd like to present to him. It says, "Presented with appreciation to Barney L. Knight in recognition of dedicated service to the citizens of Corpus Christi, Texas as interim city manager." I'm sorry. City attorney. He has done such a fantastic job. Barney, thank you very much. Why don't you step up here and make us
I appreciate it very much. It's been part of it's been a privilege and part of it a pleasure. I got to know some really good people, and I see some of the staff here that I really enjoy. But I want to say a couple of things for the city as a whole. As an outlander here visiting your town, it bothers me when people come up here and talk about how well things are done in San Antonio and Austin. This city has got it going. I've been doing this for 45 years. I started off working first with experience with city councils in Houston. One time or the other, I've worked with the city councils in every large city in Texas. As a team working together, the city council here is as good as it gets. You work together as a team, and I've really enjoyed that pleasure. But I'm leaving a lot of friends. I can't say something about all of them, but I want to tell you at the same time, from the city administrator of Houston through Dallas, San Antonio, Austin, and all the big cities of Texas. Over those years, I've worked with just about every big city manager there is, and you've got the best there is that I have experienced working with in my career. I thank you for the pleasure and the privilege of serving the city. Thank you.
Thank you. Barney, it's very clear, and it's important that I do acknowledge and articulate how much of a difference you have made within our city operations, within the efficiencies of legal counsel, and also with the morale within our whole city operations. So I have to take a personal privilege and say that you have a record, not only regionally, but statewide. And you're a living legend in your own living time as far as with the experience that you have as a city attorney, and I feel very fortunate Corpus Christi had you for 6 months. So thank you for all your contributions and your professionalism, and this door is always going to be open to you to come and visit, because God knows we still will take the tax base. Thank you. Thank you, Mr. Olson. You have anything else for us today?
Just to note that Barney reminded me that we're getting rid of him just short of his 6-month probationary time. That's all I have, Mayor. Thank you.
Oh, that's great.